So at long last the struggle lies between him and me, and to keep up that struggle, that is to say, to discover and to get to the bottom of the Kesselbach case, here am I, a prisoner, while he is free, unknown and inaccessible, and holds the two trump cards which I considered mine, Pierre Leduc and old Steinweg. In short, he is near the goal, after finally pushing me back." A fresh contemplative pause, followed by a fresh soliloquy. "The position is far from brilliant. On the one side, everything. On the other, nothing. Opposite me, a man of my own strength, or stronger, because he has not the same scruples that hamper me, and I am without weapons to attack him with." He repeated the last sentence several times, in a mechanical voice, and then stopped and, taking his forehead between his hands, sat for a long time wrapped in thought. "Come in, Mr. Governor," he said, seeing the door open. "Were you expecting me?" "Why, I wrote to you, Mr. Governor, asking you to come. I felt certain that the warder would give you my letter. I was so certain of it that I put your initials S.B. and your age 42 on the envelope." The governor's name, in point of fact, was Stanislas Borelli, and he was 42 years of age. He was a pleasant-looking man, with a very gentle character, who treated the prisoners with all the indulgence possible. He said to Lupin, "Your opinion of my subordinate's integrity was quite correct. Here is your money. It shall be handed to you at your release. You will now go through the searching room again." Lupin went with M. Borelli to the little room reserved for this purpose, undressed, and, while his clothes were inspected with justifiable suspicion, himself underwent a most fastidious examination. He was then taken back to his cell, and M. Borelli said, "I feel easier, that's done." "And very well done, Mr. Governor. Your men perform this duty with a delicacy for which I should like to thank them by giving them a small token of my satisfaction." He handed a 100-franc note to M. Borelli, who jumped as though he had been shot. "Oh, but where does that come from?" "No need to rack your brains, Mr. Governor. A man like myself, leading the life that I do, is always prepared for any eventuality, and no mishap, however painful, not even imprisonment, can take him unawares." Seizing the middle finger of his left hand between the thumb and forefinger of the right, he pulled it off smartly and presented it calmly to M. Borelli. "Don't start like that, Mr. Governor. This is not my finger, but just a tube, made of gold-beater skin and cleverly coloured, which fits exactly over my middle finger and gives the illusion of a real finger." And he added, with a laugh, "In such a way, of course, as to conceal a third 100-franc note. What is a poor man to do? He must carry the best purse he can, and must needs make use of it on occasions." He stopped at the sight of M. Borelli's startled face. "Please don't think, Mr. Governor, that I wish to dazzle you with my little parlour tricks. I only wanted to show you that you have to do with a client of a rather special nature, and to tell you that you must not be surprised if I venture now and again to break the ordinary rules and regulations of your establishment." The governor had recovered himself. He said plainly, "I prefer to think that you will conform to the rules and not compel me to resort to harsh measures." "Which you would regret to have to enforce, isn't that it, Mr. Governor?" "That's just what I should like to spare you, by proving to you in advance that they would not prevent me from doing as I please, from corresponding with my friends, from defending the grave interests confided to me outside these walls, from writing to the newspapers that accept my inspiration, from pursuing the fulfilment of my plans, and lastly, from preparing my escape." "Your escape?" Lupin began to laugh heartily. "But think, Mr. Governor, my only excuse for being in prison is to leave it." The argument did not appear to satisfy M. Borelli. He made an effort to laugh in his turn. "Forewarned is forearmed," he said. "That's what I wanted," Lupin replied. "Take all your precautions, Mr. Governor.